there's three parts to this uniform. Again, as I said at the beginning, there's the pants, there's the undershirt, and then there's the uniform tunic. I'm going to start with the pants, as that's the first part of the project I've been working on. And what we're looking at here is the command stripe, which you'd find on the trousers themselves. And this would denote the rank level and the position that the Starfleet officer would be in. Now, as you look here, this would be a command variant, and then of course with the gold stripe down the middle, this would denote a flag officer being admiral, part of the admiralty, commodore, and above. So there's three parts to this build. First part is going to be here, which is the base, and this base was created using the same fabric as I used to create the pants. And this strap would clearly denote to anyone as to which division that you were a part of. And this color would also be a part of your duty shirt that you'd be wearing underneath your tunic. Now, the third and final part is this piece of gold soutache. Now, the key parts about this build that I think are very important is that when you look at the measurements, those themselves are quite tough. In the handbook, it says that this strap is supposed to be 3/4 of an inch wide. Now, in this case, I cheated a bit, I won't lie. I made this strapping 1 inch wide. Personally, I think that it looks better. I think it brings more of your eye to the pant itself. And from a flag officer perspective, I think that would be better than the recommended 3/4 of an inch. Captain and below, then of course this strap would be a 1/2 inch wide, and it would not include the gold soutache. Best practices. Taking a look. One thing I can absolutely recommend when working with the gold soutache and the middle stripe is to lay it out flat. Do not sew it prior attaching the gold soutache. I did this initially, and I had a seam running down the center of my command stripe, which then offset my gold soutache left or right, which was extremely frustrating. So, best practice. Press the material, lay it out, and then mark and measure the exact center of that strap, pin, and mark the placement of where you're going to have the gold soutache, and then sew. When you do sew it, make sure that you use matching thread fibers. When you're sewing the black, use black. When you're sewing the maroon, use maroon into. Do not use black thread on top of the maroon, because then you'll get this black mark all the way down. And then finally, using gold thread all the way through the soutache. So that's the basic part of the command stripe for the duty uniform trousers. Thanks.